Hello, Narnach here, and welcome back to Path of Exile, The Awakening. This is Warbands, and we are about to face Dominus. Dominus is, of course, the end boss, and when you face the end boss, you want to have your resistances in at least a semi-decent order. So this is the resistances as we left it off after defeating Piety last time. It was okay, but there's room for improvement. And the biggest glaring deficiency here is fire resist, which is only 47%. And lightning resist, we are over resisting it by 23%. So if we can sacrifice some lightning to obtain some fire resist, then we will have a nice balance. So I set out. This ring used to be just a plain white 26% fire resist ring, but it had item level 27, so I figured it had potential to reroll it. Most of the other ones were lower level, so then the bigger bonuses that could roll on it were limited. So I sacrificed a couple of orbs of alterations to the loot gods, and I came up with this one. So 26% base and 7 to resist all elements. So if you add it all up, this is a 47% resistance, just totals ring. That's very nice, especially in this stage of the game. And if you compare that to what we're wearing here, this is 12% fire and lightning and another 12 lightning. So this is 24 lightning and 12 fire. Those 24 points of lightning don't actually do anything. So it's basic in reality. This is just 12% fire resist and 35 max life. So this one is going to boost that. And if we now look at our resistances, cold and lightning are capped, and fire is at 68%. So I'm pretty confident about this. We can improve this still. Currently we take 32% of the damage. We can reduce that to 25% of the damage. So that's from fire sources. That's going to basically reduce the damage by another 20-25%, something to that order of magnitude. So that's pretty hefty. But this is good enough for now with a simple item replacement. So last time, Lunaris Temple. Now we need to go to the Scepter of God, and to do that we need to head out to the Ebony Barracks and find ourselves a Gardens. Let's put the Herald on. See how quickly we find it today. This looks pretty promising, actually. We found it. That's very nice. Level up all the things. That's good. Okay, Imperial Gardens. There is a waypoint here. And after that, I think the idea is to head east. Most of the time I've seen the Scepter of God in the east. So 2 hits on most enemies. Oh, waypoint up there. That's good. Okay, so let's head here. I've got a feeling that we should be able to do the Scepter of God in basically one episode. Should be doable. Let's do some mass murdering here. And the gardens only get confusing when you stray away from the paths. Which is where the side quests are and all that stuff. Of course there's the library. That's a side quest, but for the moment don't particularly care. And I did a double check of previous episode of previous series I've done, and my beta ranger also made it to Dominus by episode 13, which this one is, if my numbering counting skills are correct. And for my Templar, the damage reflection Templar, that basically did a full clear on hardcore. He did 20 episodes to get there, but that involved theory crafting, side quests, shopping, things like that. That's basically the series that made me switch to a more active playstyle with just pausing the stream when I go to town and
Remember,
things like
Dominus,
that.
what goes up must come down.
So, Scepter of Gods. That's nice and quick. With a bit of luck, the waypoint placement is insane as well. Orb of Scouring. Don't see those very often. Yo, die or something. Full leather, that's... oh wow, 18%. And we found a first staircase. Ooh, a ghost has passed through. I see the ghostly flame. Yes, here. Oh, come on, ghost. Don't run that way. Okay, then you're just going to die. If you're not going to possess someone, then you die. I'm sorry, but that's the way it's going to be. Yes. Thank you. One sage wand. Might potentially be useful. Oh, 2 stones. I need to add those to my filter. I think I said it last time and I forgot to actually add them. Just 2 stone rings are generally pretty useful. Come on, get away from me. Attack that nice tower thing. Totem. Yes, that's it. Not me. Attack that totem. Come on, you know you want to. Oh, Caliga Imperatrix. Who is trapping out the bazoo? Okay, there is a bunch of loot here, but nothing particularly interesting. But I see a yellow here. Bringer of Bones, okay. Memory serves, that has something to do with skeleton summoning. Okay. Back here. Okay, we came from there this way. Okay, and we do have to head to the east. Let's get out of there. Another staircase. Oh always forget how many staircases you need to climb before you find the waypoint. But with a luck, waypoint will be at the foot of the upper spire. Because they basically moved all the other weirdly placed waypoints around, then this one should be logical as well now. So I'm not overly concerned. If you find exits, it will probably be good. Also, oh, there's a small room. Need more decks to level up the multiple projectiles. Can we do much against them? Not really. Okay, now we managed to scare them off. Whoa. Stop doing so much damage to me. Oh, waypoint. So, that's good. I mean, inventory is mostly empty, so we can just continue. And the upper scepter of gods. Okay, let's finish these off. So, now we can go in peace. It's also interesting to note that there don't seem to be warbands in this upper scepter of God or in the scepter of God in general. This entire area actually is free of tribes at the moment. I wonder if that's a conscious decision to indicate that the reach of Dominus is here and that no one dares invade. Or if it's just plain luck that it happens to be empty. And that there's no actual design decision behind it. Let's double check. Is the Solaris Temple actually gets invaded with Red Blade Scouts, for example. So that one is not free. Lunaris Temple likewise. And here the level geometry always gets a little bit trippy. Oh, a ghost. Can't be too certain there's anything nearby, so let's just blow up the ghost. At least we get one rare out of it. And that's the first staircase. This is going rather well. Ooh, vegan. I like vegan.
You've the look of someone spoiling for a fight. I've set aside a nice, cozy spot.
Yep, let's go there. He might just totally wreck me, but it's going to be interesting nonetheless. So let's put up a portal. Got not. Okay, well, see then. He is melee, I am totally not.
So here's how this... I've had rougher tussles and fed.
Okay. Oh, that worked out pretty well. Flame Totem for the win. He did not drop anything useful, but eh.
Now, well now.
Spirit of Doresso. And what a spirit that is. Let's see, we just made it up here. Sorry. Let's see, Flame Totem. Door. Curse. Go. And Chimera. Let's just give them a totem to shoot at. That seems to have worked reasonably well.
When I'm ready and not before.
So. rope with 4 sockets. That's actually not quite bad. Soak slippers. I'm just gonna pick them up, stash them away somewhere. If historic evidence is a good indication, I'll just promptly forget about them again. But I might just roll them into something useful. All kinds of contraptions here. Okay, let's not shoot doors. That's utterly pointless. So we could just take that one, which was convenient. I like the music here. There's a It's solemn and slightly ominous at the same time. Okay, I think I'm running in circles, aren't I? Let's have a look. I came in... let's start over. So I came in from here, through there, dead end. Okay, so I had to backtrack. Yeah, okay, so I went around here. I've not explored this part of the map and I haven't explored this in detail. If there would be a waypoint here, or a staircase, then I would probably see it. So, logical conclusion is that we head this way. Ah, stop exploding next to me. Really stop exploding next to me. I'm not amused by that. Is that a corpse explosion of some sort for someone? Okay, let's see. Let's put some frost walls in here and throw explosive things in. While they also throw explosive things at me. Well, it's balanced that way, I suppose. Let's see, put that one up. Skill point. Where are we putting that? Ooh, mind over matter. Yeah, that's nice. Let's see if this totally wrecks our mana, or if it's actually a nice way to stay alive longer. And that's another staircase. Yeah, let's click. Okay, so this one is now covered. Let's move over here. Let's see, Shadow Scepter, don't particularly care. Ah, you need to be inside of the bubble. I keep forgetting that. Yeah, spiders. Lightning Nova spiders even. From what I quickly glanced at their description. Okay, so this wing has been cleared. Let's proceed to the center. So So far my damage, or the damage I'm taking, seems to not really affect my mana pool, so that's a good thing. Let's see. So this is where the Scion is trapped, if I remember correctly. Oh, we walk into the bubble, we can just blow him up. Arctic Breath, Scroll of Wisdom. I think they fixed the pathing on this one, but still not overly convinced. Let's clear out this section first before we move on. And this is actually the exit. Okay. So I'll make a quick down stop to clear up my inventory and then I'll be right back. Welcome back. Shopping was actually useful. Remember that sage wand that dropped from the ghost, the yellow one. I identified it and I fixed the socket colors. And this was really nice actually. The +1 to socketed fire gems makes a pretty big impact. And the +4 to 61 lightning damage to spells is also very useful. So the damage on Magma Orb went from 560 to 860. So this is a massive difference in DPS output. So this is going to be very interesting. It's a pity that it only has 2 sockets. If it had 3 sockets, then it would have been very nice to have a flame totem on there with the multiple projectiles. In addition to the Magma Orb. Just as a 2 link and a single link. But for now I'm just keeping flammability with it, so it just reduces the fire resistance by a little bit. And that is the last thing before we face Dominus. Let's see. Portal here, just in case. And then we shall see how hard we either kill or get butchered.
You'd bite the master that called you here? Which?
Let's put some... Okay, stop being such an annoyance. Okay, let's see, hide items for now. Only focus on combat. Okay, so these are... Oh wow, that's hardcore totem on totem action, isn't it? Let's curse her, burn her. Okay, that's the second wave. Let's get a bit smarter about positioning here. Use this as a defense against ranged enemies. Oh, blue ones. Kali the Crazed. But oh, the Reaver.
Have you ever seen the true face of God exile?
Okay, that's Dominus himself now. The fact that we're playing a ranged character for this stage is very useful. Okay, let's see. Curse him. Totem him. Shoot at him.
Shrink not from God.
Mana is still holding up very good, so I'm very happy with that actually.
Die.
Die.
Light of divinity.
Sure. Here, have some Magma Orbs. That's my divinity.
This world.
And we glitch into this section. Okay, this is going to be the interesting / exciting part. Let's see if we push that on the other side. Okay. This seems pissed. Whoa. And that was him.
No one will cry for you, Dominus. Not a soul.
Okay, so how to kill a Dominus with a fire witch. Actually seems easier to do than with a summoner. Just because
Too much clutter.
you lose your minions. And then you have a problem. Let's see, is there still space for that one? Okay, I'm be right back for loot and stuff. Okay, and I'm back, and I'm no longer distracted by loot on the floor. Nothing interesting except for a really insanely nice quiver with bonuses to just about every damage type. So that's very nice if I'm going to roll a ranger of some sorts. Until then,
You
we
have
can end
mounted
this.
the summit of the Empire, not a cockroach. You have crushed the bug Emperor and wiped his maggot dreams from the skin of Wraeclast. Dominus exiled you, naked and alone, unto the palm of death. But you would not die, would you? Of course, there will be more. You know that, don't you? Emperors. Avaricious little...
Okay, so we have to go onwards to Highgate, which is down here to the aqueduct. And this is
reeks of corruption. Let's see where it comes from.
the aqueduct towards Highgate and the mountain. But that will have to wait until next episode. So I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.